Wait a minute. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're actually just going to continue on with the story. This is going to be an exploring day. It's going to be fun. Well, not really. Actually, I take that back. Oh my god, what the fuck? I wanted to go over here and heal. I have to remember to show off day. No. We'll try to find the seeds today. I've never gotten to farm the Seeds of Life before. This is actually the furthest I've made it in the 3DS version. Well, I beat rank A. And I did a bunch of the photo stuff, but besides that. Oh, jeez, what the... Oh my gosh. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm sorry if it's quiet. Let me check some stuff. Yeah, no, get your rest. Get yourself something to eat, drink, and rest. Saw you were playing some Wild Arms 2? I have never played that series, but if you're playing it, it's gotta go on the list. But no, it absolutely get some rest. Take care. Welcome in, everybody. We're just doing a little reading. We are... Oh, wait, is it ready? Huh. Oh, is it a trigger? I thought I just had to wait. Interesting. Okay. I might be looking for a trigger. I thought I just had to kill time. Actually, there's no shadow appearing at all. That's interesting. Interesting. What's going on here? I wonder what he was playing today. I missed the end of his Dragon Quest playthrough. But I was also in the midst of getting harassed. God, that was such a weird week. Anyways, don't get distracted by that. Okay, what am I missing here? The trigger isn't happening. Wow, I look super quiet today. Close. Properties. I have no idea. I guess I'm quiet today. Interesting. Oh my god, no!
Ah, you found something. Let's read it and see if it can be of any help. So, what we've discovered is that long, long ago, the area where we found the ship was at the bottom of an ocean. It doesn't really help us now, though. If only the ocean still existed, it would be plain sailing.
I actually don't get that. We'd be at the bottom of the ocean. Which is actually kind of cool, historically. Oh, there, oh my...
What on earth?
This dude would literally not know how to react if, like, we showed up twice in one lifetime. It's probably unheard of. And like the same week. Wait. Oh, he lost. No.
Ah, welcome once more to the land of the Moon Shadow, fortunate travelers. The Moon Shadow window opens but once in a human's lifetime to grant a single wish. It is mysterious indeed that we should meet for a second time.
It is.
Enlighten me. What wish has brought you back to me upon this night? I know the ship of which you speak. Long ago, it would travel the vast oceans, guided by the light of the moon. I remember it well. And now you wish to return this ship to the ocean from whence it came. A simple task. All we must do is revive the memory of ancient times. Those times when there was once an ocean where now there is only land. You saw for yourselves in Ascantha. Now I will again give form to a memory, the memory of the ocean that sleeps in the land. Yes, yes, the music will rouse the memory. It is as I feared. This harp is not powerful enough. I will need a greater instrument if I am to perform such a task.
We can do that.
I must think. Yes, it is coming to me. There is an aura that surrounds you. It is faint, but I can feel it. I see it. A moon shadow harp in the world of the sun's light. With that, no undertaking would be beyond the realms of possibility. Lend me your ears. Somewhere in your world there is an almighty instrument. Somewhere along the path you have already trodden. A friend will guide you to it. My brave children, if you wish to awaken the ancient ship, you must first find the Moon Shadow harp. Bring it to me, and I shall summon the memory of that ancient ocean, and the ship shall sail once more.
I'm guessing you're supposed to go to Brains, but I know who you go to. It does make me wonder what Brains says. At least it's not a far trip. If you accidentally go to Brains, where else could you go? There's a lot of places. Excuse me. Sometimes I'm afraid to cough into my elbow because, like, it makes the old elbow fart. But sometimes it doesn't happen. I don't know if there's a cutscene or not. Dang, I haven't talked to YOLO or... God, I'm forgetting names. Daniil. God, who was I watching play Final Fantasy 12? I can't remember the crew's name. He's got nothing on. Oh, that's great. Well, I've been in a dungeon this whole time. Although I did run all the way here, that sucks. Whatever. Ooh, we earned no money. Which is like the whole reason I was out here. Well, that sucks. Doesn't really matter. We'll be alright. Blah, 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 blah. Is there really any point in me running? Not really at this point, I just kind of wasted a bunch of money. I do want to see what Brains has to say. How do you give out? It's right. Okay. I had to remember which way it was. The hotel's the other one that's weird, but it doesn't take you to Brains. Alright, Brains, can I beg a bit of info off ya? Ah, Yangus, how are you doing? Did you manage to find the ship? Yeah, but have you heard of this thing called the Moonshadow Arp? We need it despite... Desperate. The Moonshadow Harp. I have a feeling there was once a piece of treasure in a scamp that called that. Oh. Can't even leave the guy like a tip. Okay, well, that's cool. We'll do this. Give me 1 minute. My mom just got up, so I'm gonna go say hello to her, and then we'll get back to the exploration. Alright, there we go. No, June, you're bad. You're bad. Don't. You're bad. June, you're so bad. Don't. I just learned that you got everybody in the house awake at 2 a.m. Or you woke everybody up. What? I don't know what sentence I was trying to structure there. Alright, so I do need to go buy a new dagger. I wonder when I find a new dagger.
Ah! What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see you all back at my humble home.
Humble.
I'll never forget that day you brought the vision of my dear Sasha to me. I cannot thank you enough. So, what brings you to my kingdom on this fine and sunny day? I see. The Moon Shadow Harp is indeed in Ascantha. It has been one of our treasures since ancient times. But I cannot deny my honored friend's request. It would be my pleasure to give it to you. It is locked securely away in the vault below the castle. Allow...
Oh, sorry, buddy. I have an ornery cat. What?
Here we are.
God, you're so bad. Get in the goddamn chair. You're so bad. Just sit behind me. You're so bad. What a nice throw. Fucking well done. Yo-yo, like a yo-yo. Yo-yo. I was just one of those yo-yos way. My brother made it. It's a custom alloy. Each one weighs about 50 kilos. I love Killua.
The vault is just below us. Come with me.
Come with me. Oh, I've been robbed by these stupid mole people.
I don't...
He's so sad.
It must be the work of thieves. I will not stand for this. It appears that the unthinkable has happened, and the moon.
How you doing, Sama?
Has been
Sama?
stolen. The
Sama
culprits
Lama?
could still be in. It's too dangerous for you to go after them. You mustn't set foot inside. I will summon the castle guards.
Oh, bro. No, we're getting that harp back. I need a weapon from a girl. Yeah, no, I just learned that my cat got me up at like 2:30, and it was like, oh god, like what do you want? Like, okay, here we go. So like I got up and, you know, got about the day, got to streaming because I didn't see anybody else was streaming. Checked Discord, see if anybody had a live stream up or anything like that. So I just hopped on. And then, just like 2 minutes ago, I was talking to my mom because she got up. I saw the lights in the living room flick on. So I walked out there and I'm chatting with her, and she's like, "No, I've been up since 2." And it's like, no. It's like that goddamn fucking cat again. I never know who she gets up first, but she gets one of us up first. Or one of us wakes up first, and then she sprints to wake the other person up. And it's just like, she's a demon. She's a monster. So she either woke me up directly and then woke my mom up, or my mom woke up and then she woke me up. I don't think she dares wake my mom up. She probably wakes the dog up, which wakes my mom up if I had to guess. Although if I had to guess, the dog's probably never asleep because he's freaked out all the time. Yeah, yeah. It's just owning a cat, though. She's tearing up my carpet. Or it's a rug, it's not a carpet. So bad. But if you are just tuning in to this playthrough, or you've never seen this playthrough, or you're like well aware of this game and you're still wondering what I'm doing, we are doing a minimum level, maximum strength sort of playthrough. Not, well, I shouldn't even call it, I think it's just min playthrough. There is no maxing. I could max way harder than I have. I'm not maxing at all, honestly. Where is your pump? Push it to the max. Yeah, that, well, it's funny. It's not, it's a challenge of how strong your will is. Because it takes about 6 months, and you can get each character every 6 months to 999 strength. It only takes like 5 minutes a day. If you spend 30 minutes a day, you can get a character's strength and wisdom. Actually, technically, you can get a character's strength and 2 characters' wisdoms to maximum in 6 months. Takes a bit of time. Takes a bit of time. But you can do it. They actually let you do that in this game at the, like this early in the game. It's crazy how overpowered they let you get in this game. And without cheating. It's totally legitimate. It's one of the reasons I love this game. You know what? I said I was going to show it off. Let's go show it off. So, when this game originally came out on the 3DS, I can't remember exactly what they were trying to... They were trying to do something really weird. I can't remember what it was. But essentially, the end result was they made these blue chests that respawn every 24 hours, like at midnight. So if you pick up the chest or you open the chest or whatever at 11:59, at the moment midnight hits, the chest will reset and you can loot it again. And they have certain like set loots. A couple, I think 1 or 2 of the chests are unique. I know the one outside the monster arena is unique. Yeah, the one outside the monster arena is unique. I know that one for sure. But they all carry like a pretty general census of items, like magic water, gold coins, some like better versions of holy water. But the main thing is that each assortment of chests based on region have seeds in them, and those seeds raise your stats. So every 24 hours you can technically grab these seeds, and the first ones available are seeds of wisdom, then seeds of agility, and then it's seeds of strength. Alright, now see, we didn't get it, and what I'm going to do is reload that quick save. And the reason for that is because every time I walk out of a building, or zoom, or use a Chimera wing, or my Hermes hat, or Hermes, the chests reset. But so long as you stay in the open world without transitioning, the chests will stay the same. Meaning if I open a seed from this chest, it will stay there. And then, if you're already thinking, tomorrow, I could load the game up, and it'd still be there. And the next day. And the next day. I will say it takes a bit of fortitude to do this. This is not the worst grind I have ever done, but it is one of those grinds that, like, I don't know. It made me realize I don't have what it takes to be a shiny hunter, but it made me realize I have what it takes to be a big-time grinder. Because, like, so long as there's some gameplay, I can do it. I can get the grind done. If I can see the reward at the end of the road and I get to play the game somewhat, I can do the grind. But, like, shiny hunting, no, I literally can't just click, 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 animation. Okay, reset. Click, 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 animation. Okay, reset. If I can just run 10 feet, which is fine. Like, it sucks because there are hunts in Pokemon that I do like running around like through a grassy patch with a repel trick. That's fun. Exploring a cave. I'll get good at like a corner bonk and just do a big square. Just doing that, just doing a square in a dungeon is enough for my brain to be like, okay, okay, okay. But like when it's just literally clicking and looking at the screen, ugh, I can't. I actually can't. It's kind of crazy. Which isn't to be said that doesn't sometimes happen here. I mean, like, this is the shortest run, and there's actually a couple that are terrible. Oh my god, they're actually, like, super long runs. You know, I might show off my grinding strats for this. And then, like, you know, maybe I'll beef my characters up every day that I play. Instead of actually doing the grind again. I'm not doing it again for 6 months. I literally would, if it weren't for the fact that I'm doing a challenge that requires me to be minimum stats. But if at any point I need these stats, I want to have done this already, so I feel like I'm valid in skipping through it. I want to show, because that's the whole reason I made this channel, was to show these grinds and like show what I know. And then learn. Like, I've learned so much from showing people stuff, and they're just like, why are you doing it that way? Like, well, I've done some pretty insane grinds. And they're like, oh my god, yes you have. You could just do this. Okay. That's a neat trick. God damn it. But no, it's the fun of it. And then like they're all the people you can inspire, and then maybe in like 2 months they come back to you and they're just like, hey, did you know about this? No. What? Yeah, you just do this. Why would you do that? How did you find it? And it's because they were doing your challenge from the beginning and they were trying to find shortcuts. But you weren't trying to find shortcuts because that was the whole point of the challenge. And it's just, you gotta look at something from a different angle with a new mindset with a different objective. Oh, I just realized. Well, no, we did a quick save. Although it's still... I'm not the biggest fan of emulation and the whole, what's it called? Randomization ability. It's definitely lesser than, like, a Game Boy. And I'm not sure what the whole extent of why that is, but... You can soft reset for things on a Game Boy, but doing it on an emulator... Yes! Okay, so that's what we're looking for. It's ridiculous. Although I guess that probably makes it more manipulatable. I don't know. Anyways, that's what we were looking for. However, here's the problem. Not exactly what we need. Why? Oh, I know. My belly's growling. Thank you for letting me know that I am hungry. You're a sweet child. You know that? You really are. Not who you think I'm talking to. I'm talking to Big Girl. She looks like one of these. She's like... Yeah, that's how I would describe her. She's like... She's kind of soft now. She used to be just fit, like taut. Like you'd look at her and you're like, ooh. And then you touch her and you're like, oh. But I've definitely neglected them. And well, I shouldn't say I've neglected them in running. They just don't want to, man. Like I get out there. I got like 9 different colors of wristbands now. They just get bored. Although this last week, 2 of them have been interested. Actually, I'll take that back. June's always interested. But the other 2 get weird. Alright, so what we're looking for is another seed of strength here. Hey, we got it! So it is. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a cam. Actually, I've been thinking about getting a cam here soon because my mom's going on a trip to run a race, and I'm going to be trying to do a 7-day stream, and I was just thinking, you know, maybe I'd do it, but I think the only part of that I could even figure out remotely would be the OBS part because I've been messing around with OBS so much. Alright, So anyways, we just got our second Seed of Strength out of that chest. Seeds of Strength permanently increase the strength stat of a single ally. So again, those chests will respawn every day. So if I just didn't transition areas, I could collect those Seeds of Strength every single day. And eventually, I could max out my character's strength stats. Oh look, I got a free magic water. That restores my MP by 30. I'm trying to keep my items used up. Oh, arena key. I can't get rid of that. But you are correct. It is a crime to have cute cats. Honestly, I think if I got a cam, just like even just a face cam, I think it would make my ability to tolerate my cats while I'm streaming 100% like easier. Because if I had a cam, I would just hold them up to the camera and show them off instead of, because normally I just yell at them because you guys can't see them. You can't, for some reason, you can't hear them. I have very few recordings where like the microphone actually picks them up, and I have a nice microphone, but I think I've done something to it. I don't know if like, I don't know if I accidentally bonked it one day, or I don't know. I don't know. But sometimes it picks up the cats, sometimes it doesn't. I've got one good recording of the cats, but if I got a camera and you guys could see them, every time they'd interrupt me, it'd be less of an annoyance and more of a like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up and show you on the camera. And then they would get annoyed with me. Except for the white one. He loves being held. Well, he doesn't like being held upside down, so usually I hold him like a baby and then he gets annoyed, but no, since you can't hear or see them, it's just kind of like, I don't know, super annoying. And then they always want to sit in the chair with me, which is fine. I love sitting in the chair with them. But the problem is the second I'm not petting them or directly paying attention to them or making 99% butt to their body contact, they either climb off the chair onto the counter behind me and into the sink for some fucking reason, which is gross. I don't want cats in my sink. I love them to death, but I don't want them in my sink. It just makes my OCD go crazy, and then I have to clean the sink. And then the flip side to that is if they're sitting on like the front half of the chair, they'll mess with the cords to the microphone because they're just dangling, and there's also the PS4 cord that I'm playing on right now, so they'd be even crazier. I think anybody who's ever owned an animal that just doesn't cooperate, like just doesn't work with you. You love them to death, but they don't work with you. Can tell by my tone and demeanor that I love these animals to death. My God, I bought, I think 4 kinds of the new Friskies flavor of cat food because my cat is like, meh, to all the other flavors right now, so I had to go out and buy new flavors, so I stocked up on new flavors, so eventually I can rotate to her old flavors, because she's gonna get tired of the new flavors. I know exactly which flavors of the cat treats at the local store that my cats like. I've tried them all. I know which ones they go craziest for. I know which cats like which flavors of treats. I know which textures they like. 2 of my cats get fed in a room together, and then the 3rd cat gets fed under a basket in another room by herself because that's how she likes to eat. And then she only really eats if somebody's in the room with her too. It's so fucking weird. But those are my cats. Sometimes I'm out in that room at like 2 o'clock in the morning sitting with her under her basket. I don't sit under the basket. If we had a basket large enough for that, I actually wouldn't even be mad because I could use it for laundry day. But them's the cats. I was actually uploading a bunch of stuff. My Twitch kind of changed last night. I don't know if anybody noticed that. I'm gonna go with what Vex told me to do and just ignore it. Ignore all the harassment, ignore all the haters and the people who strangely don't support me. I've been very unsupportive lately, though, I have to say that. I've been very bad about that. I've been okay about watching and chatting in other people's streams, but I have not been morally as supportive as I could be. I'm not very a morally supportive person, though. I'm kind of just an asshole. Bit of an energy vampire narcissist. Alright, so here's where things get crazy. So these are all seeds of wisdom, but they're not. This is I don't know exactly which seed we ended up on here. We'll see here in a moment. But we have a strong chance for 3 seeds of wisdom out of I think 8 chests. And then I think we're guaranteed if everything worked out the way it does on my 3DS, we're guaranteed 2 seeds of wisdom. And you're like, wait, didn't you say you could get 2 characters to max? And it's like, yeah, I did. So even though you're only collecting 2 seeds of wisdom, you can get 2 characters to max because max is 999. But in this game, max wisdom actually is somewhere around the 500s. I can't remember exactly. Because they have a soft cap or a hard cap. I think it's technically a hard cap. But that allows you some pretty unique opportunities. Because again, you don't have to spend all your points on one character. Now, I don't want to pick up a bunch of chests because, like I said, I don't want to have a bunch of items in my inventory. However, I'm like quite sure that this is the Seed of Strength that I skipped earlier in the game. Yeah. So we're just gonna grab that. And again, I think on average, this is all about 20 to 21,000 steps. So if you have the shoes that I do, it's a ton of money, which again, I already have 1 million, so whatever. But it's also a great way to level up. There's an item, an accessory, an equipment called Elevating Slippers or Sandals. I can't remember what they're called. But they give you 1 experience point for every step you take. So it stacks up. Man, maybe I should leave that comment on a Pokemon Fan 4000 video. I wonder if he could get out. Ugh. He'd be the guy to ask. I wonder if he could get those PS2 codes from his video to work on the 3DS, because I couldn't. He'd be the guy he would literally be the guy to ask. I'm pretty sure the guy who made the code. So, that chest back there was one of the bad ones. That one on the beach. The best reset point for that chest on the beach is here. It's pretty bad. Which is kind of why I got into this. Because originally, I checked almost every seed. There was one chest that I missed for like all 6 months of my grinding. And it kind of broke me mentally. But in the end, when I realized that like wisdom didn't matter that much, it was just like, oh. Because as great as wisdom is, it has a maximum. It literally has a maximum. So I think this is the first seed that we can potentially get. Oh. Okay. Huh. It'd be kind of crazy if I still got the 2 seeds of strength, but there's 2 versions of this glitch that I know, or not glitch, but it's weird to call them seeds, but there's 2 seeds of these seeds that I know of. There's one where you get 2 seeds of wisdom, and then there's one where you get 3 seeds of wisdom, but 2 seeds of strength is common throughout. However, one of them is a magic water, and one of them gives you, and this I'm referring to the middle chest in between the 2 seeds of strength. One of them gives you 600 coins, and I can't remember which one's the better one. Ooh, okay. I'm not even sure what that does in it. I think that's useless in this. Alright, we're running to Hilltop Hut. But how is everyone today? How's everyone feeling? It's... I don't even think it's 4 o'clock. Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock exactly. It's crazy. I am feeling actually quite spry today. I didn't want to stream this. I wanted to stream Pokemon, but I've only had one person actually show up and like talk to me about specifically Ironmons. However, like everybody's been like really like fun and supportive during them, despite the fact that they're incredibly tedious. So I wanted to do more of that today, but I didn't have any of my save files set up because I was too busy like setting up the rules and stuff. And I was just like, dang, I haven't played Dragon Quest in like almost a week, I think. And there was a bunch of people interested in Dragon Quest, which was kind of weird. I'm not used to people showing like interest in things that aren't like, I don't know, clickbaity. Like, whenever I post my Kingdom Hearts videos on YouTube, they get like 200 views within like the first 24 hours. But it's because the series is called Getting Roxas to Level 99. So anytime I post it, people are like, oh my god, this is the one! And it's not. So I'm guessing Holy Water is useless. But I'm guessing no triple seeds. I feel like I might not get any. I'm kind of scared. So Seeds of Wisdom are actually, I think, the most plentiful. I think there's 8 of these chests. So there's the first one by Port Prospect. There's the one on the beach. There was the one by the bridge. There's the one on the far end by the tree. There's the one we just grabbed by the mountain. There's the one we're about to grab here. Yeah, there's 8 of these, I think. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I think I got a bad one. Alright, so it appears that you can farm the... Ugh. That's a big yikes. Okay. Well, I guess I should have showed off where everything was farmed too. So that one is, those 2 are farmed from this gate. I usually just grab them in one go. It's kind of annoying. There is a chest over here, which is farmed from this gate. I could show you guys how to farm all these, but I mean, I could. But I don't think I'm going to, because 1, it would take me an hour to do it. 2, I don't think Wisdom's going to be one of those stats that I'm really worried about. Because again, Wisdom has a cap. Now, if I hit the cap, I would be doing massive damage. But strength doesn't have a cap outside of 999, so it's always going to be smarter for me to go for strength. Now, I am going to painstakingly go back and show you how I reset some of these chests. It's not painstakingly, whatever. I'm just going to double back. So Alexandria does the bridge chest and the beach chest. Port Prospect does the chest that we first grabbed. That's a really easy one as well. You do have to kind of run a circle around the hill. The waterfall resets the waterfall chest the best. And then you can also go grab the chest way over there. But the chest way over there sucks. It really sucks that I didn't get to show off the seeds. I got to show off the seeds of strength, but not the seeds of wisdom. So help me if he flees. Alright, so yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna show you where the I'm gonna show you how to farm seeds of agility though. Because the seeds of agility we do want. If at any point a boss is just crushing us and we think we could beat him if we were just going first. I can show you the seeds of wisdom another time. I showed you how to do the seeds of strength part. The only thing left to do is find the seed where you're getting Honestly, since it's emulator, it's probably going to be different than my save file. Who knows what all is taking into consideration. Could be names. I am named something different. My 3DS is Taco Cat. There could be a save file out there where you're getting all 8 seeds of wisdom and 3 seeds of strength. I don't know. But I will show you how to do this part. Ooh, big stretch. But there's a lot of moving parts. I have never done a seed collection, because I think the only ones you can get at the same time are here and the monster arena, and then there's a transition, and that's a long run, man. To go from that little transition of where, like, Pick'em starts. Nice, we got it. I mean, I guess we could try it. But that's just, if you want to farm something specifically and you're lazy, just find it in a chest, save in front of the chest, and every day just open up your Game Boy, open up whatever, flip that laptop, and grab it. Or you could cheat. But if you're playing on a 3DS and you don't have any skills with the old, whatever the hell it's called, you might have to collect your seeds daily. Stop! Leave him alone! Fuck it up, man. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna let you guys have a chance to spawn. You guys want it? I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you. Oh, you made me pull out the dark arts, y'all. The old 45. Again, I'm running on the dreaded 45, baby. You can't tell me nothing. Alright, so we're just going to throw Yangus up here. Hit one of these. Smack a dab. You couldn't see that because I don't have a cam. Damn, you can't see any of those. Oh, the golden nugget! That's exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, can you imagine? When did dabbing become uncool? I think... you know what? Of all the things that I took up, I have to say, it's probably the best one. I didn't plank. I missed planking. Although, the people on top of, like, the McDonald's signs, I'm kind of jealous of. I never did anything like that. I'm gonna be lazy. No, there we go. This is one of the easier ones to farm, and we can cheat. Oh, Monster Arena? Absolutely. If you don't have it, you have to run from Pick'em or the other exit. I recommend the other exit. I think there's more monsters that way. I could be wrong. But the other exit, the one that's like on the path and has a weird transition, that's the faster one. However, I think Pick'em has less monsters, or it's easier to dodge the monsters. Yes and no. She's definitely, like, the biggest one in the house, but I think she looks chunky just because she's the biggest one in the house. She only weighs a pound more than her brother. But her sister, which isn't her litter mate, is 6 pounds, 7 pounds maybe. And she's, like, the last time I weighed her, she's 13. She might be 12. She might be 13. But her brother's 12 the last time I weighed him. But he's not even remotely chunky. But she is. But she wears it differently, I think. But, like, I used to run my cats every single day. To the point where they would all, like, stop playing and they'd pant. I don't want to say they were trained because they're fucking cats. But, like... Oh, she does not love being hugged, but yeah, you're absolutely right. She, like, does this thing where she seals up and she, like, pulls her head into her body and she looks like one of those seals on, like, the internet. She's so cute. She's even gray. It's so funny. But she is not the most friendly cat. She's becoming friendly. Very friendly. Very quickly. But she had some trauma somewhere along the line. Alright, so this is an easy one. This is another Seed of Agility. I think there's 7 of these. 2 of them are just miserable to get. But again, I showed off the Seeds of Strength and Agility because if there's anything that's going to be like, dang, I need to do more damage and I need to bump up my health, I'm not going to be bumping up my Wisdom. I can almost guarantee that. At no point do I think like Jessica's Bang is going to outdamage her potential with like just a bonk. which that's actually pretty funny. That was actually, those are like technical terms in this game. Bonk isn't, but I think bonk is the technical term for hitting somebody with a staff. I've played a lot of RPGs, and I think that's the technical term when you hit an enemy as a Magic player with a staff physically. I think it's a bonk. But again, I want to show these off because if at any point I feel like I need to increase my stats, I'm just going to do so. But I would like to have shown my strategy for how I went about this. If I was like, oh god, because I didn't do this. I never did the level 1 attempt on my 3DS. I beat the first boss, I think, at level 5, which got me to level 6. And then I beat Calamari at level 6, which got me to 7 or 8. And then we pick Jessica up, and she's level 9. And then we run all the way to Pick'em, and we come back, and we beat Tortured Soul. And we all level up to, like, 9 and 10. And then we get Angelo, and we're basically all the same level. But I have never done a playthrough like this, where I'm level 1, 6, 10, and 12. This is ridiculous. They say 11 is a copy of 8. I've played 11. 11 is a copy of 8 in the sense that, like, 8 is unlike the rest of the franchise. That's pretty much it. Because I watched my brother play 11, and then I played 2 hours of the demo of 11, and I didn't think it was like 8 at all. The combat is similar, but 11's a whole beast. Like, I think if you go into 8 first and then play 11, you'll see a lot of the similarities, but I think if you play 11 and then go into 8, you'll just kind of be like, what? Because, like, the combat is all there. It's just, I don't know. I can see what people mean, but, like, it's one of those things that's like saying Genshin Impact is like Breath of the Wild. And they are, but, like, if you're... There we go! But if you're into both franchises, you can very quickly be like, well, they're not the same. It's like the saying, you can't compare apples to oranges. Because, like, you can't, but, like, you can also be pedantic, and they're both fucking fruits, so you very well can compare them. Alright, so I'm just kind of thinking out of the box now, but there's another seed up here. This is one of the ones that suck. I'm going to just run. I'm going to save over here by the entrance to Pick'em, just in case we get a bad item. I can just, you know, teleport back over here and show you how it's done. But I don't know. Now I'm thinking with seeds. I'm thinking with saves. So this is the other chest. So as you see, Pick'em's directly behind me. You would run out of Pick'em and just basically follow this path I'm on. And then bam, you see it there. There's the blue chest right above my head. So that one's a bit of a run. This is one of the ones I don't like. Ah, okay. Now, I did take a golden nugget out of the other chest, but that's because I want to make a new axe. Oh, I never grabbed the slime crown. Ooh, big stretch. We can go do that. It takes no time. Oh. But no, like, so Dragon Quest 11. Oh, nice. I have some popcorn chicken, but no chicken nuggets. It's definitely, it's a totally different thing. But if it wasn't for the fact that, like, children's food is, like, it's literally a scam where I live. It's 3 times the price of the already, like, 3 times the price marked up food. Oh my god. I was walking through the aisles the other day trying to find Q-tips, and I accidentally found the baby Q-tips. They were like $12 for 200, and I get like 750 Q-tips for like $4. And it's just like, no. Like, quit trying to scam babies. But like, as a kid, I used to beg for this dinosaur oatmeal. And then as an adult, I started to eat it because I was just like, yummy childhood. And it was just like, why is this stuff so expensive? And it's like, oh, because it's marketed to kids and the parents will have to buy it because the kids won't shut up. Dang. But like Dino Nuggets, man, ugh. Sometimes you just want some mac and cheese and Dino Nuggets, but not for $15. And then you got a bad seal on that bag, or you got a hole punctured in it or something like that, you are on a time limit and you have to eat those nuggets in a certain amount of time. Which they probably would have been, but I didn't need anxiety over my Dino Nuggets. I already had anxiety over the price. But, ugh, phenomenal. A little ketchup. Maybe some mustard, mayo, depending on the kind of person you are. I don't know who you are. I grew up in a time where purple ketchup was a social status. So people now being like, "Ugh, fucking ketchup on your hot dog." I don't even listen to those people. When I hear stuff like that, I literally just turn and look away. Sometimes on the internet, I just ban them, block them. I don't need it. I don't need to hear the breath be taken by somebody who is as petty as like, ketchup on your hot dog. I just don't care. Me, I want a happy kids meal. Mom, you're 30 plus. Absolutely, but man, I hope it makes you happy. Because I got one for the toy one time, and like, they cheating them kids. I have not been able to enjoy even looking at the toys that they offer. Because sometimes, man, sometimes I want one of those limited. There's currently a McDonald's promotional Yu-Gi-Oh card I'm trying to track down. And it's one of those things that is, yes! It's one of those things that it's just like, if I'd have known about this at the time, I would have gone to a McDonald's. But like, I somehow missed this because I guess I wasn't watching Cartoon Network. And it's like, that sucks. Okay, I'm not running this one. Very nice. But yeah, like, I would absolutely score Happy Meals if I knew that they were releasing like good stuff. But like, I guess as an adult, you don't get those commercials anymore. I just get hospital ads and fucking sports betting on YouTube now. I don't get. I wish I got McDonald's ads that were like, the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards are coming to McDonald's. Come get your collectible Salamence toy. Like, genuinely, Pokemon toys and stuff like that, I love it. Pokemon cards, all of that stuff. All the stuff that I, like, would collect from a store, I will absolutely go get a Happy Meal. Oh, absolutely. I am not a snob when it comes to food, but I will say that if I don't like something, I am pretty snobbish about it, but there's not much that I'm not willing to try. But It's because as a kid I was very snobbish. But again, I'm probably fucking autistic. I wasn't a chicken nuggets kid growing up that like I had to have my tendies. I mean I did, but I was 100, even 110%. I can say this 110%. I was a macaroni kid. But mayonnaise came into my life a little later. Actually, I could figure out exactly when mayonnaise came into my life. I don't feel like looking it up, but it's whenever the mayo or the McChicken, depending on where you live, came out. Oh my gosh, that was literally a different time in my life. I was just talking to somebody the other day about this. Oh, the bearded ginger. I think he's a streamer. He was streaming Dark Cloud too. When I was like, and I'd have to go back and look at like the clock, the turn back time. When I was like 12 or so, I would bring my skateboard to school and then stay after school and go skateboard. And then like I would take the $5 my mom gave me and I'd go buy like 3 McChickens and then like 2 iced teas from the local grocery store. Well, I shouldn't say iced teas. They'd be like raspberry or peach teas from the local grocery store. And then I would go back to the skate park and I just lived like a king. But that was when I was introduced to mayo as like just like, here you go. Because I used to order them just literally as just chicken sandwiches because I was weird and I didn't like certain textures and foods and stuff like that. And then at some point, like I misordered or somebody ordered for me and I got my McChickens and they were covered in mayo and lettuce. And I just remember being like, this is foul. Like oh God. And I remember scraping it all off onto the wrapper. And I did that for like a while. Because I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm not even going to like tell them not to take it off because they forget sometimes. But I think in reality, it was just me slightly like, ooh, little twang on my chicken sandwich. Like, oh, I left some lettuce and mayo on my sandwich by accident. Like, ooh. And then like one day I was just like, I'm just going to eat the chicken sandwich. And I just ate the whole sandwich and I was just like, that wasn't bad. It's like, I actually enjoyed that. Those were the days, man. $1 sandwiches, well, Arizona teas have been like $1 for ever. Oh my gosh, though. $1 sandwiches, though, back in the day. Oh, the peak of fast food. I was talking about this with somebody. I can't remember. But the peak of fast food was the Taco Bell Happier Hour. Well, I'd even argue that, actually. Taco Bell having the Spicy Crunchwrap Supreme was the peak of their stuff. But that got discontinued so quick. I think I had like 5 of those in my life. And I still sometimes order it. And they'll just be like, we don't have that. And I'll be like, I'm sorry. And it's just like, literally, like I ordered 5 of them in my life. See, salads and coffees are 2 things that I would like to say that I enjoy, but I don't. I can scarf them down, but like coffee and salads, they're the same thing. I'm eating the good part, the dressing. Gotta be healthy sometimes, but that's my problem. Is like I'm eating it for the ranch, the buttermilk ranch, the house style ranch, the southern style ranch. I'm drinking the coffee for the crema. I'm ruining the healthy with the not. And I know deep down that if it didn't have that on it, I wouldn't be eating a salad. Man, those were the days. And the craziest part is, I knew exactly how good I had it. I had crippling anxiety growing up. And I didn't even know it until like recently, until I looked back. But like, I was talking to my mom just yesterday about it, but it was just like, if you ever, and I'm sorry to do this to anybody, if you have anxiety, tune out for the next 10 seconds. I'm gonna start talking about it in 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. If you ever count the number of summers you have left on average in your life, it's like morbid. It's so depressing to count your life in summers. And I did that one time as a kid, and like it ruined me. It ruined me. So like I lived somewhere where it was cold through the winter and spring and fall. So like every summer, like I lived it up. And then there was just one year where like I was just tired of going outside, and I was just like, I want to watch anime. And I watched anime for a whole summer, and I was just like, dang, maybe it's not all about being outside, it's about doing what you love. And then hilariously, I was outside even more, but I always had a Game Boy on me, because sometimes you finish a nice hike and you just want to soak it all in. But like, I mean, unless you got binoculars and like some other enjoy, like something to write down on or just something to paint, you can really only sit on a log and enjoy nature for so long before like you're just wasting time. Like, I love nature, don't get me wrong, but like you can only absorb and process so much information. Like, unless things are actively happening where you're sitting, like you got some good bird activity or something, like you are just literally sitting and listening to the wind, which is cool, but like you have no right to tell people who watch the paint dry that they're doing it wrong, because you're doing the exact same fucking thing. Now again, you got some bird activity, you got some binos, you watching something, you got your notepad, you taking notes, you're doing something, you're living. But like, you can literally just sit on a log for only so long. But again, I would just bring my Game Boy and just, oh my god, man. Find the highest, like, downed tree that's supported by another tree, which is, you know, dangerous as shit, but I'd climb up into that, and I'd just sit in that little crotch where the other trees nestled in the other tree, and I would just play my Game Boy. I do miss that I wish I skated more. I wasn't that good. I was probably in skateboarding top 70%. I remember being like so much better than like everybody, but then as soon as I would go to a skate park, I was pretty much the worst person there. But like the vast majority of people can't do an ollie. But like I have a good repertoire of tricks. Like if I hopped on a skateboard right now, I could probably do a couple tricks just purely out of muscle memory. They'd have no pop, it'd be all flip. Couple shove-its. Probably do a 180 again. No pop, just rotations and flips. But I wish I'd stuck with it. It was one of those things that was just like, I don't know. There's truly like a moment of like, you feel like you've transcended and you've become better than like just everybody around you for a moment. the moment, like, you've been practicing all day, your shirt's ripped up, you're sweaty, you've fallen down 60 times, and then finally you land that kickflip, and it's just like, there's just, I don't know, there's just a moment where, like, no matter who you are, you look up and around to see who all saw it, and just, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, there's just a moment where, like, even if nobody saw it, you're like, yes! And there's so many things out there that, like, have that, but, like, I think skateboarding genuinely is the greatest activity. There's, like, I don't know, there's just no comparing it to BMX or rollerblading. Scootering's not bad, but, like, man, cranking yourself with this, you are more likely to hurt yourself skateboarding. I will say that 100%. Like, skateboards are just inherently dangerous, whereas riding a scooter is, like, you're not going to get hurt riding a scooter. If you get hurt riding a scooter, it's because there was an outside force. You should not get hurt riding a scooter. A lot of things can go wrong just riding a skateboard. But, like, when you get hurt riding a skateboard, I'd say 9 times out of 10, it is you versus the earth. Sometimes you popsicle. But scootering, man, that thing will fuck you up. That scooter wants blood. It is getting your ankle, it is getting your chin, something at some point is smacking that cold steel. 10 inches of cold steel. Builders. He recommends filling the tunnel. But, like, when it just, oh my god, like, it just, when it comes to skateboarding, it's literally no contest. Like, you have the kickflip, double kickflip, triple kickflip, quad kickflip, and then you just flip the board the other direction. Heel flip, double heel flip, triple heel flip. Rotate the board a different direction. You gotta shove it. 360 shove it, 720 shove it. Combine those, you got a varial kickflip, varial heel flip. Add an extra kickflip while you're doing a varial, and it becomes a nightmare flip. And then it just, like, it just, literally, it's crazy. You do you do a 360 pop shove it and a kickflip, it becomes a tray flip. You do it all backwards, it's called a fakie. You do it all reverse and backwards, it's called a nollie. It's just, skateboarding's insane, man. It's one of those things that, like, I think it's, like, it helped with my creativity, because, like, you look at the world in a different way. Especially, like, you don't even have to skateboard to see the world in that way. If you play Tony Hawk or anything like that, you see that world in the way of, like, oh man, if I hit the rail to that 5-stair, I could ollie the gap, and then I'd be on top of the fucking world. Yeah. I could even hit a tray flip in there. I was never that good. I could ollie gaps. That was literally the last thing I was learning to do, was to, like, judge a gap and how much, like, trick I needed to do so that the trick was complete and the board was down on the other side of the gap. And, like, because I'd learned how to do my tricks, but I hadn't learned how to, like, time my tricks. I learned how to, like, muscle memory get the flip to happen. But I hadn't learned, like, okay, how much distance do I travel if I'm, like, at a comfortable moving speed? Oh my god, that stuff sucked, though. That's when you start, like, okay, and then, like, your fucking trucks catch, like, the edge of the sidewalk, and, like, you keep going, but the board stops. Those are some of the hardest slams. Just straight up pure momentum, unadulterated into the concrete. Honestly, towards the end, because I got, like, really afraid of the concussion slam, or the, you know, break the ankle slam, break the arm slam. I got really into like low stakes manualing. Where I live, there was a lot of good hills and stuff like that. So like you could like gain some good speed. Like you'd start on one hill, you could gain some good speed. There'd be a nice level spot, and then there'd be like, I don't know, 100 yards of just this slow incline as the hill like goes back to being normal level for the rest of the area. And then like you could just manual down that slow incline like football field lengths, like 100 yards. Just 100 meters. Of just unadulterated slow decline. It was so good. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites of all time was I was skateboarding home with groceries, and there's just this car wash. And like if you've ever been to like an American car wash, they all have about the same length. You just pull in, park your car, you get this like water gun, and you spray your car off. But this one's like literally just straight up on a hill. And I remember coming off the main road, and there was a car behind me, and it was just like, okay, buddy, like, you can see me holding groceries on a skateboard. Like, relax. But, like, I had some decent speed getting away from this guy because he was making me mad. I was uncomfortable. And I remember just turning early and going through the car wash and thinking, like, oh, dude, I'm either going to, like, completely just eat it because it's going to be wet in there, or like this is going to be the smoothest ride I've had in a long time. Because they have that like crazy slick concrete, and it was dry, and I just got this beautiful manual through the entire thing, and it was just like, it was crazy, groceries and all. Groceries on a skateboard is like, it's all about figuring out your arm swing. Groceries on a bike, oh, dude, the first time you put those groceries on your handlebar and you go to make a turn and those groceries fucking carry momentum and swing your handlebars a little extra, fucking A, dude. Now, if you're good at riding with no handlebars, different story. It's the exact same as the skateboard, except you're moving faster. Actually, I wouldn't say it's the exact same, but it's actually probably a bit easier on a bike if you just don't use the handlebars. But inherently knowing how to ride a bike with no handlebars well enough that you can carry groceries is kind of its own thing. Oi! Give me that seed! We'll probably collect this seed. The next seed. Use the seeds. And then... Oh, it scared me. My mom's making a fruit shake. She's using the blender to scare the shit out of me. And then I'm probably gonna take a break. And then we're gonna make a break for the boss. And then after the boss, we get, like, full exploration of the world. And I guess I actually don't remember what we're supposed to do. I mean, I kind of remember what we were supposed to do. So there's 2 monsters out in the open world. that I really want to get. And if I think if I get them, I will be okay. I'm not actually sure. Trying to think of how far I need to make it. Getting... Oh, man, that's so far into the game. I have to beat Dulmagus in order to get the second Cyclops. I either have to beat Dulmagus or find a way to get to rank B. If I can get to rank B, I unlock 2 characters, which are important. Oh, I was talking about Dragon Quest 11 and 8. Forgot all about that. Dragon Quest 11 has like way more moving pieces and parts to it when it comes to like, yeah, it's hard. Again, when you compare them to the rest of the series, it's like they are the most similar. But it'd be like saying Final Fantasy X and 12 are similar. Or no, I guess Final Fantasy 15 and 12 are similar because they're the most similar out of the entire franchise. But like when you actually play them and like get to know the games, you're just like, wait, what? Today will probably be... I have like some delicious rib meat that I slow cook, and I've been chopping that up, and I was putting it in egg rolls with pepper jack cheese, but I ran out of egg rolls, so it'll probably just be a tortilla today. Or I might have a protein shake and then save the tortillas for later, or I'll have the tortillas now and I'll save the protein shake for later. And then I'm gonna make chili at some point. But I made a bunch of stew the other day for potatoes and carrots, and then I had rib meat. But I didn't want to just eat rib meat, so I made some strange egg rolls out of it. But while I was eating the egg rolls, I was just like, dang, if I put some sauce in this, and then like a little bit of like pepper and onion, this would be like a perfect Philly egg roll. Which I don't know if anybody's ever made a Philly cheesesteak egg roll, but like I almost did the other day. I was close. I was close. I love Philly cheesesteaks. I used to eat a Philly cheesesteak like every other day with my professor. He would take me out to lunch because I always helped him with his, he had like, I'm not even sure what to call it. I was gonna say a snake problem, but like he loved those animals. But like he couldn't do it on his own. Like whoever his current like assistant was basically followed him through the day. You were like helping him at his job because he had too many snakes there, and then you were going home with him on his breaks because he had too many snakes there. But I don't know if he did this for everybody, but he always bought me lunch. There's this tiny little diner in town ran by these old women, and you could get like a $6 sandwich, a soda, and a chip, and then like for $7 you could get a side. And since I was in school for wildlife biology, it was like, in my eyes, the ultimate honor that I got to do all this stuff with him and work directly with him. And then I'm sure in his eyes, he was just like, man, $7 and I get all this shit done? Like, This is crazy. What a deal. And I know that because when I stopped volunteering, he was immediately just like, ah, when are you coming back? And it was like, dude, I'm a full-time student. Like, I got shit to do. Like, it was fucking, like, out of the kindness of my heart. Like, I was expanding my horizon. I was learning. Like, the moment I realized I was just a fucking work body for you, that kind of broke me. Like, I thought I was getting a fucking one-on-one with the professor. Like, dang. I thought this was, like, some sort of bonding thing. Like, I didn't know I was just a fucking drone for $7. Like, shit. I have fucking tests. Like, if I don't have to fucking be in your 85-degree, 60% fucking humidity basement scooping snake shit, like, I don't need to be. And I just remember him, like, looking at me with this look of, like, do you want a sandwich? And it was like, no, I'm gonna be alright. Like, they'll serve me. I can go get the sandwich myself, and I can just go study my assignment. Oh, we're getting screwed here. This is one of the shitty ones that I was talking about, too. It's funny. Wait, I said there was 2 bad ones. Am I forgetting one? Oh, we already got, Simpleton. That's right. Oh! I just reached behind me to grab my drink, and I fucking almost knocked it into my sink. My local grocery store sells, Crunchwrap Supremes now, though. But, like, not the actual Crunchwrap Supreme. Or I shouldn't have said that. The Crunchwrap. They sell the Crunchwrap. I was thinking about buying some of them. I'm sure it's just, like, a pre-folded hexagonal tortilla. But, like, truthfully, I would pay the $6 for some, like, pre-folded hexagonal tortillas. Just so the next time that I buy tortillas, I know how to fold them so that they fold into the Crunchwraps. Like, I know Taco Bell's doing it just because they got a factory pumping out Crunchwraps and all of a sudden they can't fill the orders, but, like, I don't care. Although I will say I'm pretty upset. I was at the store the other day and I saw that Subway is bottling their sauces. And again, I don't care that companies are selling their products in grocery stores. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I can't stop you. But, like, the fact that they're not selling their best flavor in stores, the creamy sriracha, like, ooh, that makes me mad. I would buy that. I would buy that if Subway had creamy sriracha in a bottle. It's one of the few types of sriracha that I think just slaps every time. Sometimes I go to Subway just to get a sandwich with the creamy sriracha on it. It's so good. I also just don't hate Subway. I get the steak, egg, and cheese breakfast sub on a flatbread. Get some peppers, onions, creamy sriracha. If you're lucky, you ask the person to put the spinach under the cheese when they toast it, so that your spinach comes out, like, toasted under cheese. It's perfect. It's so good. Oh, man, it's delicious. But they raised their price. Man, fucking insane, dude. I used to be able to get that sub for, I think it was like $5.50 or something like that after tax. Every day. It wasn't even a $5 foot long. That's just what the breakfast subs costed. And like I got it because steak and egg is like the most protein you could get for that price. I miss it, man. I feel old now. Oh, I made myself sad. Alright, we got it. Next one, and I think the last one. Yeah, because after this is the transition to the other. Okay, perfect. So we're good. Right? I should have 5 of them. Hold on. Myella Abbey, Simpleton, Riverside Chapel, Swordsman Labyrinth. Okay, yeah, because we skipped one for the Golden Nugget. I had to make sure my money was still going up just because we have so much it doesn't feel like it. The other chest should be like right here. Yeah, there she is. Wait, did I miss a seed? So wait. Myella Abbey, Simpleton, Swordsman, and we just got... that was Riverside Chapel. We're gonna get a Scantha. And then there was Monsters Arena. There's 6. Is there only 6? So you got Myella. Simpleton. You run to the river. I think so. Dang. Let me look this up. I haven't done this in a while. I thought it was 7 and 8. I actually used to have a map of this. I wonder if I can find that. Dun, 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 dun. It's all PS2 Dragon Quest. Okay, never mind. Let's Google it. Alright, so wait. Ascantha, Simpleton, Myella, Swordsman. Well, he only has 5. Oh, he has a level 4 chest listed in the wrong spot. Okay, so yeah, there's 6. I miscounted. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 in Fayberry. I guess there's only 6 in Ascantha? Huh. Oops. thought it was 7. It sounds like they made all the Seeds of Strength super easy to farm. That'll be interesting though when it comes to the monster arena. There are currently 2 monsters that I can think of that are immediately available that I would actually use. Dumb King and one of the Brontes brothers, whatever they're called. The Cyclopses. The question is, would they be enough to get me to rank B? Because at rank B, a bunch of other monsters unlock. One of the biggest things I've seen is if I can get to rank B, I could do Dumb King and the 2 giant brothers, the Cyclops brothers, and they get a combo together where they do like desperate attacks more often and they target the same enemy. And if I had Dumb King, he does desperate attacks as well, but he also casts Oomph, which doubles damage. So if I had the 2 Cyclops brothers just smacking the shit out of enemies, and then Dumb King doing that as well, but occasionally casting Oomph, I might be like set, because honestly, I do want to do the arena. The monster arena is super important, like the rewards are really good, but truthfully, just having a monster team in these later like dungeons and stuff will be huge, because I can just use the monster team on like turn 1, and like technically my level 1 hero is getting in like tons of damage, and then he can die. But here in about 4 minutes, I'm going to take a break. Well, when I get this Seed of Agility, I'm going to take a break. In 4 minutes, it'll be the 2-hour mark. If this next one is the Seed of Agility, I'll probably just yammer for a bit and then take my break, but if I go over the 2-hour mark, I'm doing this. I'm not going to come back and grind this. I want to come back and take the boss on. get a move on. Because I've only ever explored this entire... Yes, we got it! I've only ever explored this entire world, like, once. Well, twice. Oh, shoot, wait, no. I might actually make the king's, axe this time. Oh, I might actually do it. I've got the candy cane sickle, dude. I might actually do it. It's not gonna make it easier. It's gonna be a nightmare. But it'll make it possible. Or at least I shouldn't say possible, but forcible. Like I can get it eventually. We've gotten a lot of stuff done, but just in case I'm at like at any point just like, I don't feel good about this. 4 gold. Oh no. I should have been staying here every time. This guy's so cheap. What a guy. Alright, let's go get our, I should check that pot. Let's go get our stuff. For Yangy boy. Hold the phone. Listen to those footsteps. That's just wonderful. They didn't have to give all these extra characters voices, but like, I love that they did. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, and with that, it is a break time. But just wait. We're gonna go Slime Crown, transfer, Yangi. It's the exact same as the Hermes hat. I am using the Slime Crown, y'all. I don't know, use. Alright, so like I said, when I get back, I just want to go dungeoning. So, let's get it. We're gonna go in here. In here. Down here. Into here. And then I'm going to, 1 second. I'm gonna Google the Slime Crown real quick. Okay. I don't think I can get the liquid metal sword or anything super soon, so I think I'm just gonna make the axe. I think I did save though, but we're gonna save again. Nice. Oh, wait. Okay, 80 damage is good. 80 damage is good. That'll help in any of the boss fights. Or, I guess... I wonder if Jessica can poison monsters. Holy shit, dude. Alchemy recipes. Sorry, this is gonna take a moment. I can find Slime Crown. King Axe, Liquid Metal Sword, Rusty Old Sword, or a Calcum. Don't have that yet. Liquid Metal Armor. Yeah, so, okay. Food drops or Calcum. Ah, those bastards. Alright, I think we're gonna hold on to the crown for now. I think there's a way to farm slimes early on the 3DS. And if I have to, I will cheat. And I will increase Yangus' speed to be high enough to race the metal slimes, and we will farm. I literally don't care. If I had access to the sickle, I would have done this, or the candy cane scythe. I would have done this on the my 3DS, but I don't have that scythe, so I never even, like, this thought process never even came to me. I did steal from Liquid Metal Slimes to get Elevating Sandals, but I never would have thought about this. Although I guess it doesn't matter, because they're metal slimes, so you're never... I just never thought about it, truth be told. Alright, so I think we're going to leave everything that way then. Alright. I will be back. So let's do a